Well, good morning, Emily, Denise. It's wonderful to have you here. And we may have more people joining us, but I'd like to start right on time and honor your time. So thank you for joining me. I am Wendy Rose Williams, and I'm a past life energy healer. And I have the spiritual gift of helping people release energy that does not serve them, whether it's pain, physical and emotional pain, whether it's anxiety, depression, or just feeling stuck, like you cannot get life out of second gear, as the theme song to Friends went. And we can have energy that we just cannot shift, and it's so difficult to be able to feel happy and healthy, and that our life does have a beautiful purpose. So when we release that energy, that is how we feel, and just so much more momentum and flow to life. So it's my privilege to help people attain that wonderful, wonderful state. And in addition to being a hypnotherapist specializing in past life regression, I'm also a channel as well as a Reiki master energy healer and a published author and a certified spiritual teacher. So those are just some of the skills that I bring to help people. So what our format's going to be for today, we're going to do a wonderful energy clearing and healing and blessing with the angels. So that's why I've got everybody unmuted to start. And you are welcome to, if you're able to just get to a place where you can just relax, lie down, put your head down, whatever's comfortable for you. That's just a great way to take in that blessing. And then I will provide some resources to you. I don't know if you're able to see them in chat, but I put in some links there in the chat button. So down in the middle of your screen, if you hover your cursor over that. And I don't know if you're at a computer where you're able to do that. It can be harder to do from a phone. But regardless, we'll get that figured out, because I put some different links in there for you, and we will go over those after the energy clearing. And then looks like we might be a small group today. And hi, Emily. So great, she's found chat. And Emily, are you able to see the things that I put into chat? Are you able to see two sets of links? Are those showing for you? Okay, and Denise, hi, Denise. So are both of you able to see that? Not able to see the links. Okay, thanks for telling me that, Denise. That's just, it's a little funky thing from Zoom. Evidently, if you join after someone puts a chat in, it doesn't show for you. So let me just copy paste those in here again, and we will get started. So there's number one, and let me put number two in here. Second chat. Okay, give me 1 second here. That's always a fussy little copy paste trying to do that. Okay, I think I got it here. All right, there they are. So those will be available for you. And you're welcome to, okay, perfect. So those are coming through for you. So, and you're welcome to put your questions into the chat, and that'll be our starting point for our questions afterwards. But let's get started. As I said, I'm so glad you're here, and let's call in the angels. So thank you, angels, for sweeping your nets up to the core of Mother Earth and through Emily and Denise's bodies, their full four body systems and more. We'll go beyond that. And for anyone else who joins the call or who may be listening to it later as a recording, angels, please sweep your nets through everyone's physical, mental, spiritual, and emotional bodies, financial bodies, creative bodies, relationship bodies, romantic bodies, subtle bodies, and auras. Please sweep your nets through any body I mentioned or did not mention, taking with you up to the light for healing now. Any energy not serving us, energy we've outgrown, energy we no longer need, energy that's not ours, energy that's ours in combination with someone else's, please take it up to the light for healing now. We'd be so appreciative of that. Bringing down in its place beautiful peace and calm and clarity and discernment love and joy and gratitude and self-confidence and helping us align beautifully with our own brilliant higher selves, inviting our souls, our higher selves, to be fully in our bodies with the distilled wisdom of all lifetimes. We'd be so grateful for that, inviting our higher selves fully into our bodies, our higher selves to be fully grounded to a gracious Mother Earth. We'd be so appreciative of that. Thank you. Thank you. We're going to do that twice more. Thank you, angels, for sweeping your nets up to the core of Mother Earth and through everyone's home and property, taking with you anything not serving those listening to this call live or listening to it later, and not serving either the individuals listening or anyone else living in the home with them, be they two-legged, four-legged, fins, feathers, scales, or anything else in between. We want home to be the place where our heart is. We want home to be a beautiful sanctuary, a happy place, and just a wonderful place for all who are living in the home or visiting the home regularly. So please sweep your nets, angels, fully through everyone's home, coming up through, sweeping your nets up through the core of Mother Earth, up through any sub-basement, any crawl space, any basement space, first floor, second floor, however many floors there might be, going on up and up and up and up, on up through the attic, on up, out through the roof, taking with you any energy not serving us. We'd be so appreciative of that as you continue your sweep through the home, marvelously aligning with the diva of the home and property. Diva spelled D-E-V-A, part of Pan and the nature spirits, part of Earth herself. We all have a diva that helps with the energy in our home and in our property. Doesn't matter if you're living in a single family home, multifamily, sharing space with someone, doesn't matter. There's always a diva of the home and property. It's just serving us and wanting a home to be that happy place where the heart is. So we want to respectfully align with those divas of the home and property and thank them for everything that they do for us. Let's turn our attention now to your yard, to your land, to your property. Again, doesn't matter if you own it, renting, leasing, sharing, doesn't matter. Turn your attention to the outdoors. Might be your deck, your porch, your balcony, whatever you consider your outdoor space. And please, let's give thanks to Mother Earth and for her having us here at this pivotal time, everything she provides to us with her beauty, her power, her nature, everything that she makes available to us and giving us this marvelous place to exist and to call home for this lifetime. And let's bless Mother Earth herself as she continues to raise her vibration and frequency, inviting us to do the same. And as she heals and raises her vibration and frequency, we do the same. And as we do so, she does so, because we're very linked as we're living here on the planet. So let's bless the clean air, the clean waters, the marvelous trees, the wildlife, every part of Earth herself. Thank you, thank you. As we all be great stewards for her and take excellent care of her, not only for ourselves, but for future generations, so that Earth can remain habitable. As most of us know at this point, she needs to cool herself off. Global warming really is a major issue. So she's continuing to cool herself off to remain habitable for all of us that are here on the planet. So thank you to Mother Earth. One more time, let's ask the angels to please sweep their nets through our emotions, through any energy not serving us. Yes, we come into human form, we come into our bodies to experience emotions because our emotions have so much to show us, teach us, tell us, and we absolutely can learn so much from our emotions. And we also can learn how to balance them up. Many of the emotions are wonderful. I mean, think of those feelings of peace, of love, of joy, of gratitude, the highest vibrational emotions. And then we also have emotions that are more challenging. And if it doesn't have anything to show us or teach us or help us with at this moment, the angels are going to take it and send it down our grounding cords, down deep, deep, deep to that magnetic core of Mother Earth. Earth is a master transmuter, and she's going to beautifully, beautifully transmute, transform those emotions not serving us into something useful. So let's have the angels invite them to sweep their nets through our emotions, taking them with them, anything not serving us, sending it down our grounding cord. You can imagine a wonderful, big, thick grounding cord, dropping it down between your legs, sending it down deep, deep, deep to that magnetic core of Mother Earth so that you are fully here in your body, being supported by this planet, wide open heart, manifesting from your heart, because that's how we manifest on this planet, by being in our body, by being connected to the planet as well as to the divine, and having that heart open. And that's where we manifest. That's where we create from, because we're all powerful creators and co-creators, but we can forget that at times. We can just get worn down. So let's have the angels take with them anything not serving us, whether it's discomfort, whether it's pain, whether it's worries, being stuck in just a thought loop of worrying and having anxiety, feeling overwhelmed, exhausted, so stressed, defeated, not supported, not loved, whether it's sadness, whether it's depression, whether it's pain, whether it's discomfort, anything not serving you, send it down your grounding cord right now. The angels are helping you do that. Moment of silence. Anything I didn't mention. Oh, I'm also hearing jealousy, anger, frustration, rage. Again, very understandable, very real human emotions. There is no shame in feeling these emotions, but we just want to have an efficient way to be able to release them, learn from it and release it and let it go, balance up our emotions so that we're again in that place of feeling wonderful, calm, clear, peaceful, loving, joyful, grateful, the places that we want to be. So letting go of anything you do not need, send it down your grounding cord now. Moment of silence while you do that. And then after we let go of everything we don't need, we're going to ask for what we do need. So send anything you need to send down that grounding cord now. Just let it go. So many helpers here to help you do that right here and right now. All right, very good. I'm hearing sayonara. Say goodbye to those emotions and energies not serving us. They went down our grounding cords all the way to the magnetic core of Mother Earth. Wonderful. Let it go, let it go, let it go. Like Elsa singing in Frozen. That song is just so powerful. Let it go. And now that you're all the way down at that magnetic core of Mother Earth, and that's where the fountain of youth energy is. You're so welcome to bring that up for yourself. Feel that refreshing, replenishing your life, your health, your wealth, your relationships, whatever you need assistance with. Bring that fountain of youth, that new energy up to assist you with that. Bring those blessings up, bring up any and all resources you need from your wide open, loving, caring, compassionate heart. Bring it on up. Take care of yourself. Love yourself first, and everything else falls into place, as Lucille Ball wisely said. So there we go. Everyone's doing that. Thank you, angels. It is done. So be it. So if this energy healing and blessing from the angels felt useful for you, if you felt great impact from that, you're so welcome to do it again for yourself. I do this prayer for myself every morning and every night. You can do it before any spiritual practice, such as meditating. You can do it anytime during the day, and you can hear there's a little bit of structure to it. It helps to do it 3 times out loud and send what you don't need, either up to the light or down your grounding cord. I like to send both ways. And then as you let go of what you don't need, ask for what you do need. And it's just an amazing, amazing difference. So that's the first thing I wanted to do today. And let me just check on my pup because I hear a lot of crunching here with this bone I gave her. Just need to make sure there's no sharp shards here. How are you doing, Henley? Okay, she looks good. All right, very good. Let me walk you through some of the resources, and you can come gently, gently, fully back into your body. You're welcome to leave your camera off if that's more comfortable, or you can turn it on and join in that way at any time if you'd like to. Lower left corner of your screen is the start stop video. And what I have linked in here, and you're welcome to copy paste any of the links from me. I linked my website. You will find things on my website, including how to register for events. 2 events that I've got coming up that may be of interest to you. There's going to be a live channeling, a Q&A with the Ascended Masters and Angels, Saturday, September 28th, 10 a.m. Pacific time. It's going to be for 90 minutes. And seats are limited for that so that everyone gets the time and attention that they need with the Ascended Masters and Angels helping you. And you get to ask one question. So come prepared with that one question, what would be most helpful for you, and you'll be able to type it into the chat. There will be a lovely moderator helping me that day. And so I'm just going to go into a trance state to be able to channel the Ascended Masters and Angels, and whoever's most needed will come through for us. And Tanya Stanley, the moderator, she's just going to read me the different questions. And there's also going to be a fun come as you were past life regression guided meditation event. And you're welcome to dress up if you know about a past life, or suspect, kind of think you might have had a certain past life, or interested in a certain time period. You're so welcome to dress up like that and just have some fun with it. That's going to be Saturday, October 19th from 10 to 11:30 a.m. Pacific time. And again, seats are limited so that I can help you. We'll do that guided meditation together, but then you may have questions or just may need help understanding what past life energy is coming up. What comes up, it's always what your higher self and guides are bringing up. It's what's going to be the most beneficial to your life now. So that's what comes up from the past life register, so to speak, from that book of life of all the different lives. And it's just $10 for these group sessions. If you like the idea and would love to attend, but that date doesn't work for you, you can still participate. You can still just register for it and then send me your question 3 days ahead, just in case I need to email back and forth with you to clarify the question. And your question will be answered, and you'll be part of the group energy, and then you'll get the recording from it. So if you're not able to be there in person, but really want to do either of those, you're so welcome to do that. That's how you can still participate. I also offer, in addition to the group events, I also offer one-on-one sessions. And the energy healing package is 3 sessions. It's via Zoom, so you're in the comfort of your own home. The first session is 2.5 hours to do a deep dive. The second is 1 hour, and the third session is also 1 hour. And you have the option of how you want to schedule those. So I included the booking link, and you can also find this on my website. So if you're not able to copy paste it now, know that you can just go to wendyrosewilliams.com and you'll find it right there on the home page, and that will walk you through this information of how to work together privately. And what those sessions are, what we do is, in addition to past life regression, We also get you wonderfully connected with your guide. Many people feel much more connected with their own higher self, the wisdom of their own soul. And we also go to a healing temple. And in that healing temple, we bring in a series of colored healing lights. You simply tell me what color is coming in and where it goes on your body, and we work with it to have it heal you through all space and time, not only in this lifetime, but in your past lives, your parallel, your future lives were appropriate. So that's one of the things that happens in the healing temples. We also work with each of your chakras, your life force energy centers. And it doesn't matter if you're not very familiar with those, we're absolutely able to work with those together because it's your higher self and guides that are coming in to assist with that. And we just get you tuned up. That makes a profound difference for so many people. I have not met a person yet, even if they are a Reiki master, energy healer themselves, or some type of energy healer themselves. I have yet to meet a person that did not benefit from getting some love and care and attention for their chakras, because each chakra does something different for our body and for our life. So they're all important. The root chakra, for instance, is responsible for our health, our wealth, our harmonious relationships, and our life purpose. My goodness, could I mention four bigger things? And that's just one of the seven major chakras. So that's part of what we do in the healing temple. And we also work with your upper chakras because there's seven more that connect your crown up to the divine. And there's seven that connect from the bottom of your feet down to that magnetic core of Mother Earth. So we work with the entire chakra system. And then we also we assess and balance up, if needed, the four major elements in your body: your fire, your water, your earth, and air. And same thing there, is very rare. A couple of times that I've seen someone that, doesn't need some additional balancing. And when we get those balanced, because if the fire and water, for example, are out of balance, if there's more of one than the other, then the other element, it can't increase because it's waiting for the other one to catch up. So once we get the one there's less energy of, once we get it increased and flowing again, then they both can increase. Makes such a difference in life because, again, those four elements are all very necessary. They do four different things for us, and we just need them all to be in great condition, and makes life so much easier, so much happier, so much more flow and ease and grace to it. So that's the healing temple. We get you wonderfully connected with your guide if you're not already connected. If you're already working with your guide, fantastic. But you still can receive a gift from your guide. I have never seen the same gift twice. It is unique to the person and what you most need, and it's going to be very germane and practical in your life today, whatever that gift is from your guide. So I just love getting to see what the guides have to gift to each person, and also what that message is. And if you struggle, occasionally people are struggling with it. Most people, as we work together and do that guided meditation, we've gone to the healing temple first, typically, can go in different order for different people, and we may do things I'm not mentioning, and we may spend a short amount of time with any of these things, or more time. That's the beauty of working one-on-one. It's whatever's most beneficial for you, because your higher self and guides know what you most need and what's most effective for you. But we get that gift and that message from the guide, and then you know how to connect with them. And if you're just feeling hesitant or a little bit blocked, and it's like, gosh, Wendy, I just don't feel like I'm getting anything. I'm just kind of, standing at the top of the hill where we went to, and I'm not getting much. I'm happy to. It's my privilege to, with your permission, to channel your guide for you. And what that does for people is it just helps you relax, get that connection. And then the guide will tell us how you can continue that connection on your own. Because, hey, who wants to go to a third party all the time to connect with their own guide? The point is, it's your guide. You chose them. They chose you. They know you so well. And they've got that unconditional love and wisdom and guidance. It's a guide to share with you. And for a lot of people, it just takes some weight of the world off our shoulders when we feel that unconditional love and that wisdom and that support, and we know that we can connect on our own, and it just helps with better decisions, easier decisions, more confidence, and just able to live life with more joy and more courageously, and align with that purpose better when we've got that spiritual guidance flowing for us. So a lot of people say, oh, that was my favorite part of the session. It's different for different people. Other people are like, oh, I really needed that healing in the healing temple. So it just depends on the person. We're then ready after we've had some healing and relaxation, and we've met with the guide. We're then ready to go to the time and place with the most healing and information and uplift for your life today. So that's the past life regression portion. The reason I'm putting that in quotes is we might go back to a scene or scenes earlier in this lifetime, because often some of those need to be more understood, to be healed, released, recapitulated, transformed, transfigured, whatever is needed. So we may go there first and then go into the past life or past lives, because we're not limited to one. So typically, the first session is healing temple, meet with the guides. We have two other healing opportunities as we walk across this beautiful meadow, getting ready to go to the past life or past lives or scenes in this lifetime. We do so by going through, there's this wonderful little boat that we go to, and you get to climb into that boat, get very comfortable. The boat does all the work for you to take you to that most pertinent time and place. And the boat takes you through this beautiful cave. And the cave turns out to be a crystal cave. And there are crystals that will send you healing energies and insight, and help enlighten you. And there may be other things, ascended masters, angels, or maybe others, or sacred objects in that crystal cave in addition to the crystals. It's different for everyone. So I make a list of the crystals that are presenting for you, and they send you healing energy that you're welcome to receive into your body if you choose to. And I make a list of them, and then I physically build a crystal healing grid for you. You can see an example of one on the homepage on my website at wendyrosewilliams.com. They are different for every person. They're unique for every person because it's what you need. So the boat then continues on going after we've worked in the crystal cave. And oh, and I then send you photographs of what that crystal grid, what that healing grid looks like for you. Also, you're learning how to go back to these places if you really loved walking across the meadow and that healing with the sun, or that beautiful encounter we have with this wise ancient tree that helps us get more grounded and get in our bodies. And those are some of the things we do in the meadow on the way to the past life or past lives. You're able to go back to, you're able to go back to the healing temple, continue connecting with the guide. So you're also just learning how to do these things for yourself, whatever you most enjoy, whatever most resonates. You've got your recording to go back to. So during the session itself, the sessions, the idea is to just be able to lie down, relax, close your eyes, be somewhere in your home that's quiet where you won't be interrupted. Or occasionally, people have the session in a friend's home, or park their car just somewhere wonderful and quiet, and just have the session there. If home is, very, very busy. So whatever feels right for you. And so we then have that past life regression portion, typically in session 2. And then we'll get to the point where we go to the last day. So I help you move through the important scenes in that lifetime. And they're all connecting into something to help you within this lifetime. It's not random. So, and then we go to the last day in the past life that we're viewing, and the soul's eternal. So the soul does not die. So we're able to leave that body, just thank it for the experiences and for being that safe housing for you during that lifetime. We leave it, and it just feels great to move out of the body, leave that past life, and raise your vibration and frequency and go on home, up to the light, to heaven, to God, whatever the correct term is for you. So I ask you at the beginning of the session, just briefly, what is your belief system and what terms would you like me to use? Because I want it to be really respectful of your belief system, because that's just more relaxing and comforting and comfortable for people. But for simplicity now, I'll say we go on up home to the light. That's typically in session 3. We'll resume right there. And your guide meets us and greets us when we're back up home with the light. And they have your book of life. Everyone has a book of life, also called a book of love. And it's about all your lifetimes, past, present, future, regardless of whether it's a life on Earth, a life on another planet, life in another dimension. Wherever it is, there is a book of life about you, your soul's eternal journey. And so your guide helps answer your important questions and requests, because you get to write up to 20 questions and requests before the first session. So it's just part of that booking link, and it helps walk you through. What would you like help with, or questions about your health? Wealth and career is the second category. Relationships is the third, and then miscellaneous. And there's some suggestions for what you might want to ask in the miscellaneous. Maybe you want to know more about life purpose. Maybe you had a near-death experience, or spiritually transformative experience, or out-of-body experience you're still unpacking and trying to glean everything from, and understand and get the wisdom from that. So whatever it might be, miscellaneous is miscellaneous. So that's our opportunity in that third session. Certainly questions are answered organically all throughout the 3 sessions. And as I said, the guides may take us first to the place of all knowledge and say, hey, that's where we're going. So we just find out, because it's unique for each person. But in a nutshell, that is how the 3 sessions work. Most people, because you get to choose the timing and the schedule. So the booking link pulls up my schedule, and you can compare it with yours for convenient time for you. And most people schedule the sessions 2 to 3 weeks apart. You can schedule them as close as 1 week apart. If you've just got a lot going on, or you're a really fast processor and you just want to move through this, that's great. If you have a reason you want to do that, and that's best for you, and then we'll be working together just for the 3 weeks. Other people just want more time, because things happen between the sessions. Interesting dreams, experiences with other people, things just change in life, with your health, with relationships. So you may want to book them 4 weeks apart, and then that gives us 3 months to work together for that one fee. So it's whatever feels right to you. So it's $9.97 US dollars for the 3 sessions, for that energy healing package of the 2.5 hour, the 1 hour, the 1 hour. And you will get the recordings from them. You'll get a session summary from me, and then also the photos of that crystal grid that I build for you. And certainly you're welcome to reach out for support during that time that we're working together, and email me a question or concern in between, and we'll work on that. If it's not if you've got 4 weeks to go until your next session and something comes up right away, don't sit on it and wait. So that's how those work in a nutshell. And I completely respect budgets and family budgets. If you want to pay the $9.97 in one payment, you're able to do that through the booking link. But if you prefer, and it would be easier, and you need to do payments, you're also able to do that. And you'll see on the frequently asked questions guide on my website how to do that. And then that would be something that we would just arrange and figure that out together. So that's how the energy healing package works. And then I also included the link to my podcast, which is called Waking Up Spiritually. and you're welcome to join me live for that. It's the second Monday of the month at 2:30 Pacific time, typically, and we hold it live in our YouTube channel for Waking Up Spiritually. If that's not a convenient time for you, or you prefer to listen to it as a recording, we do archive it. It's on the podcast apps. It's on the YouTube channel. It's in our Facebook group, which is called Waking Up Spiritually, and you're so welcome to join us there. But we do put it on a website, which is wakingupspiritually.com. And the podcast is a visual podcast as well as being able to listen to it, meaning we do a PowerPoint for most of them. I co-host with Greg Kirk, and we've been doing them together for over 4 years at this point. So there's a lot of different topics, and the website is searchable by topic. So you can put in there guides, you can put in there past life, energy management, whatever you might need help with. You're very likely to find a podcast in the archive on that topic. And we do also have guests from time to time on just different metaphysical, energy topics, spiritual topics. So I just wanted to make you aware of that. I do have my own YouTube channel, which is my full name, Wendy Rose Williams, and I'm putting more content on there. So you're welcome to check that out. And also my author page, and I included the author page link via Amazon, and you will find my various books there. The most recent book is Regression Healing 2, Joe and Marilyn. And my books are available in audiobook format as well as Kindle and paperback. And they just are, there's both a nonfiction series. That's what Regression Healing 2 is. It's nonfiction. All three of the books, whether they're in the nonfiction series or the fiction series, I wrote The Flow, Plymouth Plantation, as historic fiction, but it's actually my past life in colonial America in Plymouth Plantation in Massachusetts. But the theme of them all has been forgiveness. They're all about soulmate stories and the soulmate journey, because that can be such a profound journey. So you're so welcome to check those out. But please let me get to your questions. How can I be of service to you? And let me just invite you to unmute. Okay. What the heck is going on with that first event? It's saying it's for July and can't be joined. Maybe the link is wrong. I'm so sorry, Emily. You're the second person to tell me that, and I've not been able to figure that out. So let me work on that some more. I don't know. I'll have to contact Book Like a Boss, which is the scheduling company, and say what's wrong with this link, because I can't figure that out. So it's looking like it's the link for the last live. So darn it. I will get that fixed for you, because that's so frustrating. Technology is usually great, and occasionally we just need a little bit of help with it. So I will get that fixed for you. But thank you for telling me that. I appreciate that. Okay, let's get everybody unmuted here. And how can I help you? What questions do you have? Is there anything I can be of service? Any questions you might have about guides, about past lives, about reincarnation, metaphysics, energy healing? How can I be of service to you? Any questions coming to mind? And you're welcome to unmute if you're somewhere where you can do that. Emily, question.
Hi,
Hi,
can you hear me on here?
I can.
Okay. I was just wanted to learn more about the clearing part too, because I'm starting to learn about that. And I've heard you say that on your videos and stuff that
Yes.
you do that a lot.
Yes. So the concept is that a daily spiritual practice, it's wonderful if that can include clearing our energy. And that's why we do that clearing with the angels, and just they're sweeping their nets through us and taking energy we don't need, we've outgrown, that's not ours. It's no longer beneficial, and they can take it one of two ways: up to the light for healing now, or send it down our grounding cords. Because the concept is, guess what? especially people who are empaths, people who are highly sensitive, people who are around a lot of people. And I mean, come on, who isn't?
Yeah.
We go to the mall, we go to the state fair, we go wherever we need to go and enjoy going. We go to a music festival, and we can often pick up energy from other people, from other places, from, animals. And if we don't know how to clear our energy, we can be like sponges, just taking it in, and it can make you feel anxious, stressed, depressed, grumpy. And it's because it's not your energy. But when you don't know that and don't recognize it, so it's just meant as a daily spiritual hygiene, spiritual practice, just like you take your shower every day or your bath every day. uh,
Yeah.
it's a great place to clear your energy. You can do it right in your shower or bath and just ask the angels, come on in, sweep your
Mm.
nets through my body and send any energy I don't need down the shower drain, down the bathtub drain right now.
Yeah.
So on a really busy day, it's not like you have to go meditate for an hour, because a lot of people, and I was so guilty of this, when I first started waking up spiritually back in 2010, I was a super busy single mother with two daughters, working full time, long, stressful commute, home and yard to maintain, animals, and I felt like my hair was on fire. I was like, how am I going to do this spiritual practice thing for an hour a day? Because I just kept hearing it needed to be an hour a day. I don't know where I was
Mhm.
getting that from, but that's what I was hearing. So I didn't do it. I resisted doing it. And finally, thankfully, different people said to me, Wendy, just do what you can do. If it's on the fly, so be it. If you're in the shower, if you're falling asleep, if it's when you first wake up in the morning, if it's when you're brushing your teeth, if it, wherever it
Yeah.
may be, just do what you can do and just ground and clear your energy. So that made so much sense to me. And I was like, oh my goodness, I don't have to be in resistance to this anymore, because you just gave me permission to have this, be on the fly.
Mhm.
That's what fit my life at that time, most days. And I could not believe the difference of how much better I felt very quickly. And then I
Yeah.
started to be able to discern the difference between my energy and someone else's energy. Because in the beginning, I couldn't tell. I just couldn't tell, because I'd never grounded and cleared my energy before. And the concept of grounding is to be in our body, to invite our higher self in. Because I again had the wrong perception. I thought, well, once I became aware of the concept of higher self and soul, I thought, oh, that sounds so lovely. That sounds like the best of me. That sounds like it's up with the light. It's up in heaven. That's something I attain after I die. And then someone said to me, Wendy, you can be your higher self right now. Why are you not inviting your higher self into your body right now? And I was like,
Mm. Mhm.
thank you for telling me that, because I didn't
Wow.
know that. So now what I do is each day when I first wake up, when I immediately sit on the side of the bed, I just take a moment and I invite my higher self into my body. And I just ask to be the best of me that day. I also invite in my inner child, because that's where the joy is. And I
Mm.
didn't know to do that until fairly recently. And again, that's where we create from. When we're happy and joyful, that's when that easy, powerful creation is. So does that make sense, Emily? Kind of the concept
Yeah.
of grounding and clearing, and why we would choose to do that and would want to do that.
Yeah. I haven't started doing anything yet. And I've been researching all this healing stuff. And I
Right.
know that I'm one of those highly sensitive people. So I think my whole
Yes.
childhood is bogged up with stuff
Right.
I have to clear out.
Right. And it's okay. It can be
Mm-hmm.
easier and faster than you think. Like I said, you can just be doing it in the shower every day.
Mm-hmm.
You can just, it doesn't have to be this big, hard, difficult thing. A spiritual practice is meant to be fun and
Oh.
uplifting and balancing and centering. And I mistakenly was looking at it as one more item on a long to-do list that I already wasn't getting through
Mm-hmm.
on a daily basis. So, I didn't understand that it could be, just part, because we're spiritual beings.
Mm-hmm.
So your spiritual practice might be taking a walk in nature. And again, it doesn't have to be this 4 hour heavy duty hike. And oh my gosh, when am I going to get to that? I don't have time and I don't have the
Mm-hmm.
stamina and the blah, 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 all the ways we stop. It can be 5 minutes,
Mm.
walk around your own yard, walk around your block, walk around your neighborhood. The idea of the spiritual practice is to just balance your energy and not be so stuck up in the left brain where we're just like exhausting ourselves with
Yeah.
just stress and overthinking things. And it's just helping us drop down into our heart and helping us balance up our right brain and our left brain so we can start to hear the wisdom of our soul and hear our intuition, because we've all got a brilliant intuition. We've got those moments. So
Mhm.
it's just getting more and more of those moments and just choosing whatever that spiritual practice is going to be. So I do know a large number of people who say their spiritual practice is to get out in nature and be out in nature as much as they can be. It might be gardening, it might be I'm raking the leaves, I'm pulling the weeds, I'm just, whatever you can do to be by the water, be by the trees, because it helps naturally clear our energy and ground our energy so we're not all caught up in this busy, busy, busy left brain or caught up in the ego, which can cause a lot of stress, a lot of anxiety, a lot of depression from not being
Mhm.
in our body and not being in our hearts. Does that make sense?
Yeah. I
Makes
also wanted to ask you quick because I'm learning about this clearing, so I'm trying to do it about my past stuff.
Sure.
And like I know I have all these money blocks because I I want to do all this stuff. Like I want to do the, $1,000 course, but I just don't have any money and I'm like getting older and older and I'm still like I just don't have any money ever and I want to
I understand.
figure out like how to get rid
So
of.
frustrating. So just do what you can do. Just look for the wonderful complimentary things. There's
Mhm.
so much available on quality information and help available on YouTube and via podcasts and books, and there's just so many different things.
Yeah.
Just use your own discernment of what's right for you. So I just put my hand over my heart and just ask my guides, is this meant for me, particularly knowing that you're sensitive, and say, hey,
Mm,
and just start listening to it. And if you feel any fear, if you feel any stress, it's like, no, thank you. This is not
mm,
the one for me. And just don't feel badly. Just close it out. That's not your place.
mm.
It's meant to be uplifting, and we get better and better at the discernment, of just, what's meant for us and what we can work with. Um, and just ask for help, ask your higher self, ask your guides, even though you may not feel very connected to them and you may not feel like you can hear them very well. They're absolutely there for you. And just make the request, because we have to ask for help, because this is a free
Yeah.
will planet. So no angel, no guide can like swoop in and fix our life for us and change our life for us, with their magic wand. We have to ask, because that would be interfering, it would be violating our free will, because we do learn a lot from the struggle, from the challenges.
Yeah.
So but just ask for the help and just do exactly what you can do. And just, you get some momentum going. And even if budget is so tight that you can't even afford the books that you want, if you have Amazon Prime, if you're an Amazon customer and you order
Mhm.
regular and you choose to have Amazon Prime, um well, guess what? If you like delay the shipping on things, you get a credit of $1 to $3 usually if you don't need the
Hmm.
item right away. And I just like I let that mount up, and then I'm like, okay, great. Now I've got enough to get this book for free on Kindle. You know,
Yeah, I do have Kindle Unlimited. Hmm.
right. Right. Oh, you've already got the Kindle Unlimited, right?
Yeah.
My mom gets the Kindle books via the library.
Mm.
There's
Oh.
there's just so
Hmm.
much great content. And again, if you've got the Amazon Prime, then you can get, you've got Prime Video included in that, and you can just kind of like cherry pick what feels like good information for me. Like Netflix had the wonderful docuseries Surviving Death. There's
Oh,
just
yeah.
so much, or podcasts. There's so many great podcasts out there, and you can
Hmm.
just kind of cherry pick. So you could particularly look for ones around financial abundance, financial clearing, and you would want
Yeah.
to work on your root chakra. The root chakra is the
Oh, I'm
chakra
writing that down.
base of the tailbone spine. And because that's our health, that's our wealth, that's our harmonious relationships, that's our purpose. So just imagine that chakra just spinning like a disc, and imagine it healthy and vibrant and moving. And just ask
Hmm.
for your higher self and guides. Let's get that abundance coming in. And you can have fun with it. You can if you have any crystals, if you've got any orange or brown crystals, those are the crystals that help with abundance, like citrine,
Mm.
amber. Have them in your pockets, have them in your bra, have them
Yeah, that's my
on your
birthstone.
nightstand or in your pillow. Just see yourself as abundant. And just, like kind of unlink it from money, because we can like really stress ourselves out about money. I mean, money, it's simply a tool to be used wisely. And yes, there can definitely be blocks in that area because we can have been told and just socialized, and it can be kind of subconscious or unconscious. Oh, money is the root of all evil. Or there
Hmm.
can be like holier than thou energy about, oh, it's best to be poor because blessed are the poor. Or um, money, that's filthy lucre. I grew up with that one. My grandfather used to say that as a joke, but because I was under the age of 8, when you don't have any filters, you're just taking in everything very literally. So these are the sorts of, blocks and things that we find when we do past life regression. So I'm just sharing as many of those with you as fast as I can.
Yeah.
So
No,
just,
I'd really love to get that done. And that's what I wanted to ask about those money
yeah.
blocks because I know I have them,
So just
but
just start. You
I
can
want to
also
get
use,
rid of them.
right,
Yeah.
and you can also use the violet flame to transform and transmute. So just do some Googling, and just look for some things. You might find prayers, you might
Yeah.
find
Hmm.
music, whatever feels fun and up, and you can feel flow and movement. And then make sure you're saying thank you, because it doesn't need to be just, money in the bank. It's just when you pay your bills,
Hmm.
yay, thank you for, that the electricity all month. This is easy to pay this bill. And, like you start to build some ease and grace and around it, and just be, thanking it, because it ebbs and flows in and out, and just thank the flow, rather than, when we're in fear and poverty, lack, and poverty consciousness, we're like very contracted because we feel
Yeah.
really worried about it, and we're not like feeling any flow. So just enjoy some flow. Maybe have some things that you don't want or need anymore, give them away, donate them, give from your abundance, and then just say, thank you. It felt great to give that away. Now I'm ready to attract in what I need. Thank you for sending that to me. And you just like get more open. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
So yeah, you definitely can find some great podcasts on that topic, books on that topic, and just see what feels right, see what feels right for you.
Thank
All
you.
right. Well, any other questions? These were great questions, and I know we're a little bit over time here. Denise, anything thank you so much, Emily. Denise, anything from you before we wrap up for today? Anything I can help with or any comments?
Well, that was very helpful. Thank you so much, Wendy.
Oh,
And
so welcome.
I was just a quick question about and kind of piggybacking off Emily's
Yes.
is it is it is it the case that if we feel, the not so non-serving, the negative, the more dense energies, that is not of us, or like that's not ours, that it is that a sign that that is not our
Correct. When energy feels dense, like you feel like weighted down,
uh-huh.
like contracted or dense, that typically is not your energy, or it's your energy in combination with someone else's, or it's something you've outgrown. If it doesn't feel, light and expansive and ebullient, typically it's not your energy. The one exception to that is someone that's been very ungrounded and is now learning how to ground their energy. They might feel a little bit more dense, a little bit more heavy, but it's in a good way. It's like, oh, I feel safe. I feel in my body. I feel present, so much more in the present moment. And that is another thing to do with the abundance, is to just look around you, because typically poverty consciousness is worrying about the future, and it's
Mm,
worrying, I won't have enough for this next month or next week or tomorrow. And it's like, but just take a breath in. It's like, I have everything I need right here and right now. And
mm.
just, just feel that. And then you're just like letting go of what you don't need. Does that make sense, Denise?
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Well, thank you both for being here. I so appreciate who you are and your great questions and comments. And I will be sharing this on my YouTube, because it's very pertinent. You asked such fantastic questions for other people, that it will be, so it'll be there on YouTube, so that other people can benefit from it too, on my YouTube channel. So thank you. And I look forward to seeing you next time, and have a wonderful weekend. Bye for now.